with faith and works, you can walk these streets without fear. With prayer, faith, and works, all things are possible. I love him. I love him. I love him. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday morning. It's Monday morning, and today we have prayer at 8 a.m. And right after that, we have think, think, think. For some reason, right, I just got a headache. Oh man, I was good all day. I've been up. Like I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I've been up doing things, got out, walked the dog, did every single thing. I sat down here, I hit 1, 2, 3 buttons, said good morning, and boom, a headache, something just jumped on me, but that's okay because God, the creator, comfort, I surrender all of me to him. So there is no turning back. But today on Think, 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 our subject is circumstance. Want to say thank you to the opportunity to show himself. I'm talking about this so-called war. I call this life and existence that we are living here today is theater. If you ever listen to the people in power, the demagogues, they always talk about theater. And when they talk about war, in this theater, when they talk about situations in this theater, when police talk about situations in this theater, theater is a place where performance is played out for the public. Theater is a place where scripted events happen for the entertainment of the spectators of that event. That is theater. But let me just go in. So I know a lot of y'all can't stay for think, think, think. And I don't know how long this think, think, think gonna be because my head is pounding and I never get headaches. But, I'm just getting over COVID. Today is actually the first day I feel back to normal. Actually, I felt back to normal last night, or almost normal. A good 80, 85% normal. Because lately, with age and getting old, there's so many things you have to go through. But for me, the number one things I have to watch out is what I put into my temple. Because you have to. Matter of fact, all of your existence, especially for your younger people, be particular of what you put in to your essence and being. That's from here, and all of this. Be careful. But my topic today is circumstance. So I'm going to talk about, how I always talk about the Antichrist is already here. And all of this is his stage of death door. Our time, our concept of time, our reality, what we know is theater. It's all scripted for us. No, we don't read a script, but criteria and boundaries is put in place in our lives that it is scripted out. Our knowledge of oneself, listen to what I'm saying, please. Our knowledge of oneself is distorted and not true. Therefore, we who do not know ourselves cannot make no sound judgment, because what we consider reality is a lie. It is not, but it is reality. It's our true reality because we live in it, but it is not truth-ality to truth. I say it again. It is not true reality to truth. We are living a lie. Everything that is taught in America, from K1, preschool, all the way up, is a lie. Everything they tell us, and they've given us the tools to make discernment and judgments, are a lie. But we live inside that confinement of reality. That's why we are where we are today, because we don't care. But 10 to 15 seconds, and either here or there, until death pull us halfway through that door of existence, we don't care. It's that last millisecond where caring come into issue, and then it's been said, it's too late, it's too late. But circumstance is so happy. I told you how all the nations are getting there. In the Bible, it talks about that last day, when that trumpet sound for the last time. I don't know if it's the last time, but it says the last trumpet. So I'm going to put it there, the last thing that Trump do will be it. But let's talk about circumstance being so happy. You know, I'm so glad that Iran is not going to this peace rally on Tuesday, because they would have killed everybody on that plane that went to the rally, because Israel is waiting for circumstance to opportunity. They thought they had an opportunity the last time, but Iran threw a curveball, flew under the radar detection and landed. It came in by train. That Israel couldn't send up their planes to blow up that plane. And when you listen to all the men that was on that plane from Iran, they all expected to die that day. All right, let me just pivot right here. I just want to talk about that until it comes time to pray. Okay, I got 4 minutes. When you have freedom, God gave us this gift of freedom. We have that freedom of choice to be committed in your calling, your belief, and your desire to get on a plane to go home when there is 95% chance that you will not get there safety. 95, not even 50, 95%. Because Israel do not let circumstance walk by opportunity. Never, ever does she. She makes opportunity to circumstance. That's who she is. And they miss Iran because God looked favor on them. Because I kept on saying, they are part of the lost tribe of Israel. Those people there in Iran, they are God's people. How do I know? I always talk about me. I want to be a lighthouse. I want to be shine. I want a shining glow of God on me as I walk. The people will know who I am. And I'm not that person. I got too many faults. I told you all I am not perfect. But I can see perfect when I see it. When to every single man got on that plane. I don't know if it was peer pressure or not, but they all got on that plane with the understanding that was the end. I'm going to walk into death. But I always say, with prayer, faith, and works, you can walk these streets without fear. With prayer, faith, and work. I think I might change my thing right into that. These men are God's people. And they walk with the Creator. That they are able to walk these streets without fear. Because God is their shepherd. And they did not want. He prepares that table. And we all see them in their actions. I'm going to talk about that. Oh, God, thank you. See, you got to, we all plan to do things, but God. But God. It's that time to pray, everybody. It's that time to pray. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday morning. Today is our first day of the week, and God got us all here with love, joy, and happiness. Oh, God is good. God just gave me the topic for think. It is with prayer, faith, and works. We can walk these streets without fear. So let's pray right now, and I can get into it. Everybody hit the like, share, hit the like. Stay around if you can. If you at work, get your earplugs, put it in. Call somebody. We're going to talk about this. We're prayer community with everybody here that loves the Creator God. I'm going to talk about this because the Creator just gave me my subject matter. So let us pray. Creator, Alpha, Omega, first, last, and is. I love you. I honor you. I praise you. And I thank you. Creator, I love you because I'm able to have fellowship, to talk, and to abide with you. I am happy that I am able to surrender all of me to you. And I am glad that you put favor in my life, that you allow people to see that I am not perfect. But in my imperfectness, I'm able to talk to my Creator who loves me more than I could ever comprehend. And I want to say thank you. I love you. I honor you. I praise you. I surrender all of me. Also, Creator, today is Monday, and on Mondays we always pray for Coach Primetime Deion Sanders. Carita, can you also put your arms around Coach Primetime Deion Sanders and his family? Can you keep all of them on mission? He's still doing his calling of taking young men into manhood. Love him, guide him, protect him. That is my prayer. I love you, Carita. I surrender all of me to you. Woo. I just look up to see if my air conditioner on because my body's getting hot. When I start talking about God and his love and all his goodness, everything inside of me start moving and it grooving. And yes, it does get intense. And I'm here by myself, but I am so happy to be in love with the Creator. So now it's think. And my subject is circumstances happy for opportunity. But God gave me a detour. And I'm going to talk about with prayer, faith, and works. You could walk these streets without fear. And I'm talking about that same issue with Iran. I'm talking about the declaration. I'm not pronouncing the word, but I'll say it another way. The group of men that they sent to Pakistan. Yeah, I think it's Pakistan. Yeah, they sent to Pakistan for the peace talk. Those group of men. Now listen to me, you all. I want to break it down. I want to slow it down. I'm trying to be 100% real as I can. I keep on telling you all that Iran is part of the lost tribe of Israel. Those people for Persia, they've been there from the beginning of time. And I'm not talking about 2,000, 3,000 years that white people been on earth. I'm talking about the beginning for thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of years. Those people is there. And they have toiled. Every single thing that they, we, the people, us, humanity, we look at people, appearance, just like you're looking at me, how I carry myself, how I look, how I talk, how I move. You make judgment calls on who I am, my character. Am I worth your time to look and listen to what I say? That is how I look at Iran. I notice that Iran came to the peace table a year ago, and they was talking peace. They was giving up concessions. And in the midst of that talk, they was attacked with the people they was talking to as they put down their God and they put their eyes towards peace. They was attacked from the back. We, as a society, humanity, we put up certain principles of nobility, honest, fair. We have morals, and we judge people by how they display those principles of morality. I say it again. We, humanity, we judge others by the examples of their moral fiber that they show in all that they do. And yes, nobody is perfect. No. But growth is something to put into account. The song says, we all fall down, but we must get up. And when you get up and you dust yourself off from that pitfall, have you learned anything? Can you show any growth of anything? Then they went to a 12-day war. One day Iran put down their God, and they went in and did all kind of dastardly, awful, despicable things. And just before the tide turned, they said, oh, let's talk peace. And walk away. Iran said, that was a lesson. That was a lesson I have to learn. Then, once again, they're sitting down negotiation about this thing that you have against me. You're telling me your feelings and your concerns of what you don't like about me. And you want me to change my way to make you happy. I'm in my house, living under my roof, making decisions on how my life to be. But your house is thousands and thousands away from me. But you want to come into my house because you think that you are bigger. You think you are stronger. than me. And you're sitting there talking to me. And while I am talking to you, you come and kill my leader. You kill his wife, his daughter, his grandchildren. Not only did you do that on a sneak and dastardly, evil, treacherous, you bombed a girls' school. And see, this is what they're not telling you. That girls' school was a private girls' school for the military and the elite. Listen, the girls' school was a girls' school for the elite and the military children to go to. Listen, they bombed the school. They had another missile up in the air waiting for the parents. See, it didn't make sense. But it makes sense now. They waiting for the mothers and the fathers who are the elite and the officers, the military officers, to come and get their kids. And when they saw the first responders, the police, the ambulance, the doctors, the mothers and the parents go into the school to save their kids, they came down with another missile. Yeah. And they want to call them terrorists. They bomb hospitals. And now you want them to come back to the peace table. That's the back part of this conversation. Let me get back to topic. With prayer, faith, and works, we can walk these streets without fear. So these people who of God, we see it by their actions. They was in Pakistan. It was time for them to go home on the plane from Pakistan, from that peace talking. And they all knew to the man that it was 95% a surety that they was going to blow up that plane on the way home. Think about this. Before they got on the plane, Washington Post, American newspaper, wrote an article, and it says, kill them. Kill them before they get home. Kill them. A newspaper. I don't know. Y'all just don't get it. With prayer, faith, and works. If you in tune with the Creator, if you in tune with God, you could walk these streets without fear. I listen to the men talk about getting on that plane. Every single man, from the head to the toe, every assistant to the assistant, all had an opportunity to say, I want to stay back and talk a little bit. I'm not going to come back home. But every man that was postal, every man that was supposed to get on that plane, got on that plane without fear. They was in tune with the Creator. That's why when we pray, we said with prayer, faith, and works, we can walk these streets without fear. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you? These men got there. That don't mean to be stupid of your situation, because you got to put the work in it. With prayer, I talk to the Creator. With prayer, with faith, I believe that you will show me the path and the way, and I'm going to work it. They threw a curveball in there and made it home. They are a lighthouse in this storm to show you that God is real. God is real. God is real. That's one prism. Now let me get back to what I told you all this will be about. Circumstances. He got the opportunity to show himself. And this is theater. They talk about, we break in for 10 days or 12 days, and everybody's arming up. And Trump opened the door of opportunity to circumstance. Iran said they're going to open up the strait because the United States made Israel stop the killing in Lebanon. And Iran said, I would do my part and open up for the United States. The terrorists have to terror. He said, go ahead, block it up because I'm all of that. But I'm going to show you how much I am all of that. I'm going to keep the blockade on Iran. I'm not going to give them no money. I'm not giving them nothing. I'm going to tell them what I'm going to do. That's why I keep on saying to you all, life is theater. All of that was theater. If they wanted peace, there is no way they would have shot a hole in Iran's cargo ship. They don't want peace. They want war. But what they don't know, they cannot win. They cannot win. Iran, America, don't get mad. I'm American. I love my country. But I'm going to tell you all, don't get mad because we, the citizens, is power. Every American citizen. If we stop this nonsense of fighting among each other, black, white, yellow, Republican, independents, Democrats, and we come together as one people, none of this can happen. It's on us. But Iran is going to sink one of our carriers. And it's going to be probably most likely Gerald Ford. Instead of, they placed that character right there in the Red Sea. That's not the one that I wanted them to hit, but they made it too obvious, too easy. And if they think like me, that's already there. I don't have to go after low peaking fruit. I might dust it up a little bit. Yeah, I might just dust it up. Tell you turn around and go home. But those ships that carry out there on the blockade, yeah, that one, with all the precious cargo. Because obviously that one in the Red Sea is a decoy. But that one out there doing the blockade with all the American soldiers. America, don't get mad. That ship is going down. That is going down. That ship is going down. And I already see how this is going to play out. Trump is going to need a W. He don't care. And they are going to negotiate. They're going to allow Trump. But see, this is how the negotiation. I'm going to the back. I'm going to close this off right now. There's a whole lot more to this piece of this dinner I'm going to give to you all later. But I'm going to cut this off short right now. But I'm going right to the end. How are they going to end this war? I'm going to tell you how the war ends. And maybe I'll get back into the middle with the meat and stuff. They are going to get with all the world leaders. Russia, China, Iran, and America. The four horsemen. Ooh, is that in the Bible? The four horsemen? Sounds familiar. They're going to get together. And once again, they're going to give America out. They're going to let Trump send off a low-grade, a nuclear bomb off in the desert. Somewhere harmless in the desert. They're going to allow Trump to drop a bomb, a nuclear low-grade bomb, for Trump can say, they did not want to give me the nuclear compound that they had. And it's really suicidal that we go in there with our troops. So I bomb that area that nobody can exist there for the next 30, 40 years. And then we'll come back to the table. Check mark, check mark, check mark. That's the only solution that I see where everybody's a winner in theater, everybody's happy in theater, because Iran already got nuclear bomb. She's just keeping her mouth shut. A barking dog do not bite. A barking dog do not bite. Think I would. As a kid, let me tell you, I have seen visions and I have seen this as a child. The Antichrist, when he shows himself, it's going to be right after Iran and Russia. Iran is going to ask Russia for permission to let one off. I can't say if Russia gave them that permission, but because of something happened in America where circumstance gave opportunity. Opportunity gave circumstance a moment. And they said they dropped the bomb on us. And Iran said, for every action, there will be an equal reaction. I seen this when I was 7, 10 years old. I didn't understand what I was seeing. But now, I do understand. And I'm going to put that scenario out there. I could be wrong. This is think. This is for you to think. I'm not asking you to believe me. I'm not saying everything I say is true. But I'm not saying it's a lie. I'm just saying God is God. We have to look at reality, even though it's not true reality, it's there though. But God will give you clarity. And I love him, and I'm glad that he choose and allow me to speak these truths as I see them to be. And I'm an only man, and I'm not perfect, so it's only possible. It is possible. Well, everybody, thank you for your time. Thank you. There's a whole lot more I want to get into the opportunity and circumstance. Yes, China is there for the war. Because circumstance, opportunity. I told you they was right behind India on the other side. And they tried to start one of China's oil tankers, which gave China opportunity to circumstance. And they came around right there. For I could look you into your face and say, excuse me, if you start one of my tankers in a barricade, that is an act of war. And I am not Iran. But opportunity and circumstance. China's thinking, go ahead, shoot out all your missiles at Iran. You all go back and forth. I'm just going to see. Matter of fact, I'm going to move back a little bit and watch. Because America, shoot off all your missiles. And I want to let you know, I'm taking Taiwan right now. Taiwan is gone. China sees opportunity because it showed itself. Taiwan is gone. You can't beat Iran. Come on. Come on. We already tested out our communication, our radar, our accuracy. Right now, think about opportunity, circumstance. If America put boots on any of that land over there, you know what they're going to be fighting? This is true stuff. They're going to be fighting China's AI. Those robot dogs, those robot military men. That's why China have their ships there for they can monitor all of that circumstance and opportunity. All those robots that will be in this war. They talking about America been over there practicing island, taking over these little islands and somewhere getting their troops all ready for this. They have no. United States, you still fighting World War II. War is not fought like you imagine it to be. People actually took time to pray, have faith and work. And God opened doors of opportunity. Do this. Let's do this. Oh, it's so fun. You know, they want to blame China. Talking about handheld shoulder rocket launchers shot down their plane. Really? I told you all days before they shot down that plane that Russia gave Iran their special mobile radar and launchers capable of not being distorted by shadow. When it locks on, they are at a different level and they knock down that plane. Number two, Iran already won the war. Iran already got PAWs. Iran already got American soldiers. Why Iran haven't said nothing? Because this is theater. A lot of this is already scripted. The Antichrist is already in place. It is. I've been right. I've been hitting it. No, not a whole lot of days. And not even that I've been right. Is that I'm just tuning into the right sources. And I'm seeing it through these eyes that God has given me, with the understanding that God has given me. They put a carrier in the Red Sea Monday. Supposedly, they're supposed to be going to Pakistan on Tuesday. I keep on telling you, people, that some people do not have no creativity. It's not in their essence to have any creativity. They only know how to steal, kill, and destroy. Some people only know how to kill, steal, and destroy. They do not have no creativity. Iran took time to think. Plan A, Plan B, Plan C, Plan D, E, F, G. All of that. I'm not saying America don't have that, because America do have a lot of people of color running all through there, but this administration do not hold people of color at a high level of respect, because they know it all. They know it all. But they will know it all. Everybody, I'll see you all back here tomorrow. I love talking. Like I said, you don't have to agree with me. It's my opinion. This is all my opinion. Now, I already told you I'm not perfect. There's no man that is perfect. But God allowed me to be me. And I'm thankful for that. Everybody have a great day.